Absolute
Piers,
nonsense.
take your eyes off the posterior of the tiny part of the world, which is the Western world.
You think that
Africa
currently
is with
most
Iran.
of the world, you think the rest of the world
is with Iran.
You think the rest of the world
China is with Iran.
Yeah,
Russia is with Iran.
Russia,
All
China,
the Arabs are with Iran.
Russia, China,
Take
any
your
other
nose out of the ass
North Korea
of the tiny number of people that you think are the world. They're not the world.
Okay, so what you're about to watch is probably one of the most chaotic, most brutally honest debates Piers Morgan has ever had on his show. This didn't just go sideways, it completely fell apart, live, on air, in front of everyone. Piers Morgan has had hundreds of guests, politicians, world leaders, celebrities, and most of them come on, argue a little bit, Piers talks over them, and then they leave. That's always how it goes. But George Galloway came in with a completely different energy. This clip is from Piers Morgan Uncensored, and honestly, it deserves way more attention than it got. So let's get into it.
Well, probably not China or Russia or North Korea. So let's take those four countries out of it, or Pakistan.
Listen,
right? But
Iran
actually, yes, most of the world has a real problem with the concept of Iran being a nuclear power, apart from you, who thinks they should have loads of nukes.
No, it's not just for me. Iran is presently the hero of the vast majority of people in the world.
Oh, rubbish.
And it's
absolute
the fact
rubbish.
That you can't see
what a
that.
load of absolute
Piers,
nonsense.
Take your eyes off the posterior of the tiny part of the world, which is the Western world.
You think that
Africa
currently
is with
most
Iran.
of the world, you think the rest of the world
is with Iran.
You think the rest of the world
China is with Iran.
Yeah,
Russia is with Iran.
Russia,
All
China,
the Arabs are with Iran.
Russia, China,
Take
any
your
other
nose out of the ass
North Korea
of the tiny number of people that you think are the world. They're not the world. The world is 8 billion people.
Right.
You're speaking for the little clique that leads a tiny fraction of fewer than 1 billion of the people of the world.
So just to be clear,
you cannot see beyond the end of your nose.
As I suggested then, you want to put up as a defense for Iran that they're supported by China, Russia, did you mention North Korea?
That's a lot of people, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But are they the kind of people, in terms of their own regimes, that we should be taking as good supporters of these benevolent people in Tehran?
You're living under Keir Starmer's regime, for God's sake. You're going to blame the British for Keir Starmer? The French are living under little Macron. When did you get the right to decide that 7/8 of the world's population cannot be considered valid because you, Piers Morgan, don't like their regimes? Listen, there's something else you didn't mention, and you must also have known about that. Unless you switch your mobile off at 10 o'clock at night, you already know that Iran is giving Israel a bloody good hiding every single night.
It's not, though, is it?
It's not,
though, is it?
You described it all
it's not, though.
as a wonderful military operation.
As always,
let
me answer you. As always, the Iranian regime has put out apocalyptic statements about this will be the annihilation of Israel and everything. It's like it did the last time. And you know what happened last time? Nothing. Nothing. They fired a few rockets, Piers, and the dome dealt with them. This time they've got a few. This time they've got a few missiles have got through the dome. But the idea. Hang on. Let me finish my question. The idea that the Israeli Air Force have managed to inflict this kind of catastrophic damage on military commanders, nuclear scientists, nuclear sites, and all of this, and have control of the airwaves in Tehran. No. And the only response so far has been a few missiles that have got past the dome.
Missiles?
You say they've been pounding them. They've not been pounding Israel.
Have you seen Haifa?
They've not been pounding Israel.
You are astounded. This is something else you don't know. You didn't know about Marandi. You didn't know about the TV station.
I knew what Marandi told me.
I
knew what Marandi told me.
Israel.
I knew what Professor Marandi told me.
Just to be clear, hang on. You don't know about it.
Just to be clear,
I'll tell you who I believe.
Just to be clear
about belief.
Just to be clear,
I believe the mayor of Tel Aviv.
Sorry, if I may finish responding to you.
Can I quote an Israeli? I believe the mayor of Tel Aviv, a former director of intelligence in the Israeli army, now the elected mayor of Tel Aviv, who says this has got to stop. We cannot win this war. That's the mayor of Tel Aviv. I can believe him.
I see
or I
zero
can believe
evidence.
Piers Morgan.
There is zero evidence that Israel can't win this war as things stand. Zero.
Well, why
Most
are
of
they asking the United
90%
States
of the
to join
damage
in?
is being inflicted by Israel onto
This
Iran.
is pure nonsense, Piers. Why are
Why are
they
you so
begging
deluded,
Donald
George?
Trump?
Why are you so
begging Donald
Why is your
Trump to join in?
pathological hatred of all things Israel made you so deluded?
All right, so pause for a second, because I need you to really think about what just happened there. Piers opened this whole conversation by basically trying to make Galloway look unreasonable. The move was simple. List the countries that support Iran, make them sound bad, and let the audience connect the dots themselves. Classic debate trick. You don't attack the argument directly. You attack the company it keeps. And for a lot of guests, that works. They get defensive. They start explaining themselves, they lose the thread. But Galloway didn't do any of that. He completely flipped it. Instead of defending those countries, he asked a question that Piers genuinely had no clean answer to, which is, who gave you the authority to decide which 8 billion people on this planet count and which ones don't? And the uncomfortable truth is that nobody did. Piers just assumed it, like most Western media figures do. They speak for the world, but what they actually mean is a very specific, very small part of it. And Galloway called that out so directly and so fast that Piers had nothing left to do except repeat himself louder, which, if you've watched enough debates, you already know is the first sign that someone has run out of actual arguments. The volume went up because the substance ran out, and then things got even more interesting.
Is this something else you don't know? Do you know that Tucker Carlson and Steve Bannon are right this minute on TV debating how if Trump gives in to Netanyahu's begging him to join in and save the day, that it will be the end of the Trump presidency, that it will split MAGA down the middle? Do you not know that either?
No, why would I know that? I've been on air. How would I know that?
Well, if you're really...
Why do you expect me to know
so
things when I'm literally
unaware,
interviewing
Piers,
people like
because
you?
I made the mistake, Piers, of thinking you were a well-informed man.
I am. But when I'm actually filming my show, it's quite hard to keep up with world events.
Well, don't you have someone that can pass you a note?
I've got lots of people that do a brilliant job. That's why I have
don't you have
one of the most
someone
popular
who can
shows in the
talk
world.
in your ear?
Yeah, it's why my show's a lot more popular than yours, because I'm better at it than you. So stop the lectures about how good a journalist I am, or how good a broadcaster I am, or how good my team are, because if you were so good, George, you'd have a lot more people following you, a lot more people watching you. But most people think you become a delusional loon, and I think that's sad.
My dad is bigger than your dad.
Not my dad, just the number of people that watch my show massively dwarfs yours.
My dick is bigger than your dick. Are you really down to that, Piers? Well, I've got some evidence that it isn't, but I'll not go there because I'm actually astounded at the sheer ignorance, which I'm being very kind and calling it ignorance. I could easily call it lying. I could easily call it willful ignorance.
Of course you could.
That you didn't know there's tea ladies lying dead in the Iranian TV station.
To be
and
clear,
you interviewed Bennett and didn't even mention it to him.
To be clear, I'm being told by my team in my ear as we speak that outside of Iran, there has been no independent verification of what you are saying. So
It's
you are
on
believing.
television,
So you
Piers.
are believing the
It's
words
on
of the
television.
Iranian
Open your phone.
regime. And
You
forgive
can
me.
see the
And
video.
forgive me if I will wait for independent corroboration before believing what the Iranian regime says.
You don't believe that
are an
Professor
Iranian
Marandi.
regime stooge
You don't believe
who believes
that
anything
Professor
they say.
Marandi, your frequent guest, that gentleman,
Yeah.
was bombed
He's not a
today.
gentleman.
He's not a gentleman. Oh. I think most of the people who've ever watched him think he's a gentleman.
No, I don't think he's a gentleman.
lying.
I think he's a very disingenuous man who spews
They
a lot
don't
of bullshit.
think he's
actually.
lying, Piers. They don't think he's lying.
Oh, they do,
when
George. They do. They do.
They think he's lying when he says he was bombed in the Iranian TV station
He
today.
wasn't bombed. He was on
There's
air talking to
footage.
me. What are you talking about?
There's footage
How was he bombed
On
and
every
talking to me?
media platform.
He was talking to me.
Of the TV station
How on
burning.
earth was he being bombed
Anyway,
as
listen,
he talked to
Piers,
me? Complete nonsense, man.
Piers,
You're talking
as
nonsense.
your dick is so much bigger than my dick, as your dad is so much bigger than my dad, and as your television program is so much bigger and better than mine,
Yeah.
I'll say goodnight to you because I have rather more wholesome people.
Oh, you're running
to
away.
Talk to.
Okay.
No, I'm not running away,
running
but
away.
I won't be coming back.
Yeah.
Because I made the mistake of thinking that you were an honest man.
Yeah.
In fact, you're a slippery.
Well, it's okay, because I never made that mistake with you. So don't worry about it. I never made that mistake with you, George. I always thought you were thoroughly disingenuous and you prop up these evil regimes for reasons that completely baffle me. And you think you're the right guy. You think you're the honest guy. And actually, you know what? You're the kind of guy that one minute you call me a rat, the next minute I'm your hero and you're praising me. It's pathetic.
Is that why you ask me onto your show every single week, Piers?
Sorry?
Every single week. I've got the texts.
What's that?
Every single week you ask me onto your show because I'm all these things you just accuse me of.
No, I don't mind having you on to challenge you. No problem.
Every week.
No
you
problem.
ask me every week.
You came on, I think you apparently
You
last
ask
week.
me
We last
every
asked
week.
you on
I've got
6
the
weeks ago.
text.
Why are you lying? We haven't
I've
asked you on
got
the
the
6
text.
weeks.
You
We
asked
haven't
me
asked
to
you on
come
the 6
on
weeks.
every single
3rd
week.
of May we asked you last time. 3rd of May. You're lying.
Your dick may be bigger
You're
than
lying,
mine.
George.
Your
3rd
dick
of May.
may be bigger than
3rd
mine.
of May.
Your show may be bigger
7
than
weeks
mine.
ago.
But I'll tell you what, Piers, you're a busted flush.
You know what, George? We're about to pass 4 million subscribers.
And that right there is how it ended. Not with a clean finish, not with one guy clearly winning and shaking hands. It ended with both of them basically telling each other exactly what they thought of each other live on television. No filter, no politeness, just raw frustration on both sides coming out at once. And
what you just watched wasn't a debate that fell apart. It was a carefully constructed media facade collapsing in real time. George Galloway did something almost nobody does on live television. He turned the lens back on the interviewer and forced millions to see the bias they've been conditioned to ignore. The texts. The walk-off. The uncomfortable truth that the world is bigger than the Western narrative allows for. This is what uncensored political reality looks like. The question is, are you ready for it?